I am very excited for this video. The hair's up, which means I mean business tonight because I'm filming a haul video. This is my first haul of 2019. I know you guys love my haul videos and they are pretty much my favorite videos to film because they're so exciting to unbox them and show you guys my new fragrances and talk about them. So that's what I'm doing today. This haul is in collaboration with feelingsexy.com.au, which I have talked about them literally since the beginning of last year. They are my favorite website hands down, and I'm so excited because they're soon going to be going international, so all of you guys will be able to use Feeling Sexy. They're going to be shipping to New Zealand really soon, like in the next month or so, but they're going to be international hopefully by the end of the year, which is so exciting because, like I said, I often get asked to provide a decent website that's legit and isn't a scam and all this sort of stuff. You guys all seem to be quite concerned with where you purchase your fragrances from. If I could recommend Feeling Sexy to every single one of you, I 100% would, without a doubt. I'm not being paid to say anything about them, but I do get sent fragrances from them now and then. If you purchase over $50 worth on Feeling Sexy at the moment, they're going to be giving away samples, and I've said it many times, you'll see in this haul, they sell amazing fragrances from designer to niche to indie to exclusive to rare. They sell everything. So they're going to be giving away samples if you purchase over $50 worth, and there's 14 samples to choose from, so that's a pretty cool thing, I thought, as well. Okay, so let's get into the haul. I have 10 fragrances here. I am super excited to talk about all of them. I actually have 4 from Chanel, so let's just get the Chanels out of the way. I told you guys in all of my videos, I am in a Chanel frenzy right now. All I want to do is smell like Chanel, which is very much me. I really resonate with the House of Chanel. I resonate with the clothes, the bags, just everything. So that's kind of where I'm at in life. I feel like they're very professional fragrances. Obviously they're very grown up and they've been around for years, and they're just a classic, and that's kind of how I'm feeling in life right now. I'm feeling like I want to smell bougie, mature, old lady vibes, which is what I want to smell like. So the first one that I have here is just the original Coco Eau de Parfum. I've wanted this one for a very long time and I finally have her right here. Oh, it smells incredible. To me, I feel like you're either a number 5 girl or a Coco girl, and I am personally a Coco girl. I do like number 5 at times, but to me it can just be a little bit overwhelming. I think the aldehydes in that fragrance are just a tiny bit overwhelming. I am a Coco girl. I am through and through a Coco girl. Oh my god. It's amazing. It does smell quite mature and I'm not gonna lie, it does smell a little bit old ladyish, but I absolutely adore it. It is spices, it's amber, it's rose, it's sandalwood, but to me, this fragrance really smells like apple and balsamic vinegar. I can't remember who said that on YouTube, but it was spot on. This really does smell to me like a bit of powdered sugar as well, like powdered sugar, apple and balsamic vinegar, which doesn't sound that nice, but to me Coco is just perfect. This fragrance is, like I said, perfect for where I'm at in life. I want to smell professional, I want something to motivate me to work harder, and that is Coco to me. It makes me feel grown up, mature, sophisticated, and that is what it smells like. It's quite powdery as well. I definitely get a powdery vibe, like a sweet, sugared, powdery apple balsamic vinegar. Can we talk about Chanel's bottles? I don't think anybody in the fragrance world ever is going to be able to compete with Chanel's packaging because it's Chanel. Okay, so the next one that I got is Chanel's Chance Eau de Parfum. I don't need to really say it, all of these fragrances in this haul I've wanted for a very long time. You guys know I have Chance Eau Fraiche and I absolutely adore it. This is just the original Chance Eau de Parfum. I feel like this is a fantastic signature scent for a woman. To me, this gives me signature scent vibes all the way. It is mature, but it's not mature like Coco. It's got a little bit more of a youthful vibe to it, I would say. It's jasmine, it's patchouli. I think there's pink pepper in here as well. But to me, it's got quite a warmness to it. Not a warmness in a way where you can't wear it all year round. You definitely could. That's why I think it would be a perfect signature scent. But it almost smells a little bit skin-like. When it sinks into your skin, it really blends with your skin and kind of becomes one with it in a way. It's not too loud or obnoxious or projecting. It kind of just melts into your skin and becomes very skin-like, the smell of it at least. Like I said, jasmine, patchouli, pink pepper, it's just absolutely amazing. My next fragrance is one that I'm really excited to talk about because I absolutely adore this fragrance, and again, I've wanted it forever. It is Chanel's Allure Sensuelle. I own the Allure Eau de Parfum, and I finally got the Allure Sensuelle Eau de Parfum. It's very spicy, very sexy. I actually do find this fragrance to be very sexy, which I feel like Chanel isn't really sexy. I feel like they're more professional scents. They're very classic, timeless, elegant fragrances, but I find Allure Sensuelle very, very sexy. It's got patchouli, it's got vanilla, it's got spices, it's got pink pepper again, and I just find it, like I said, to be kind of a sweet, spiced patchouli vanilla, if that makes any sense, with a whole lot of spice going on. I find this one to be quite sexy, so definitely check it out. I feel like a lot of you girls may like this one if you like the same fragrances as me. Allure Sensuelle Eau de Parfum from Chanel. I literally cannot wait to wear this one. I feel like it's a little bit of a date night scent, to be honest. Like, I definitely would wear that on a date because, like I said, I find it to be quite sexy. And then the final fragrance that I got from Chanel is just the original Allure Eau de Toilette. Now, this is probably my favorite fragrance from Chanel. I'm just gonna put it out there. This is easily like one of my favorites from Chanel. Obviously, you know I love Coco Noir, but this is like fighting up there to be like my favorite fragrance from Chanel ever. And I feel like if you're not the biggest fan of Chanel, or you haven't really found a scent from Chanel that you like, please, please, please guys, try out Allure Eau de Toilette. It's so good, okay, you guys? I know I say that a lot, but Allure Eau de Toilette is incredible. It's very, there's a certain air to this fragrance, and I can't really explain it. It almost smells like you're floating on a cloud in a way when you're wearing it. It is vanilla, it is honeysuckle, it is lemon. Like I said, it's got these kind of sweet notes in there, but there is a real like bounciness to this fragrance. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but there's like a bounce to it. It's not a heavy, thick, dense sweetness. It's this very light, uplifting sweetness that I absolutely adore. And like I said, this is probably one of my favorites easily from Chanel. I think it smells beautiful. This is feminine and delicate and sweet and sexy and kind of innocent in a way. Like, there's definitely an innocence to it. It's very pretty. I probably wouldn't say sexy, I'd say pretty. So Allure Eau de Toilette, guys, please check it out. Especially, like I said, if you haven't found a fragrance from Chanel that you like, definitely check out Allure the Eau de Toilette, because I do feel like it's one of the most likable fragrances from Chanel. I did that. So many of you, and when I say so many, I mean literally like half of my subscribers, all told me to get La Nuit Trésor à la Folie, or Folie. You know I can't talk French, but you guys all told me to get it, and I had been seeing so many great things about like this fragrance, of what it smells like and that I need it in my life and that it's amazing and it's better than the original. And I'm going to tell you what I think about it, because I do really enjoy this scent and I do think it is a beautiful release from Lancome. I like this. Do I like this better than the original? I don't know yet, because I haven't had the chance to wear this one out anywhere yet, because it's very new. So I haven't had the chance to wear this one, but just going off my first impressions and wearing it once, I would still say, for me personally, the original La Nuit Trésor Eau de Parfum is my favorite over this version. This one is a lot more fruitier, which you guys know if you keep up with me, I'm not the biggest fan of fruity fragrances. Clearly, you just went through 4 Chanel fragrances that don't have one little bit of fruit in them. I am not a fruity girl, and this one's quite fruity. Like, I smell these very deep red berries or something like that, like juicy red berries with some beautiful vanilla and tonka bean in here. But like I said, it's a lot more fruity and berry-ish rather than the original, which is that caramel praline vibe with the patchouli. This one, like I said, is more fruity. It's a little bit more rounded as well. I would definitely say maybe if you didn't get along with La Nuit Trésor, you would definitely like this one, because like I said, it's more rounded. It seems to be a little bit more like softer in its scent character, whereas the original's got that sharpness to it, which I adore and I love, but this one hasn't really got that. So La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. I can't wait to wear it, but like I said, I personally prefer the original one, but I know a lot of you girls have been saying that you way prefer this one, so please check it out. Do you see that? When can I ever do a fragrance haul and not include a Guerlain? Because you guys know I love Guerlain. They are my favorite fragrance house. If I could only choose to wear fragrances from one house for the rest of my life, it would be Guerlain, hands down. Oh my god, you guys, I am so freaking excited to talk to you about this fragrance. I haven't heard anybody talk about it before, and I am obsessed. So beautiful. This is from the Art and Materials collection, and let me just get it out of there. It's tucked away in there real tight. That sounded wrong. Take a little moment to appreciate this beautiful bottle. This is definitely one of my favorites in this whole video. This fragrance, like I said, is from Guerlain, and it is called Rose Barbare or Rose Barbare. I'm gonna go with Barbare. And like I said, I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and I'm quite surprised because this fragrance is stunning. This is a rose fragrance, obviously by the name, but this is a very unique rose scent. I don't own anything like this in my collection. Most of the rose fragrances that I own are always paired with oud, like a rose oud combination. This is so different and so beautiful and so badass. Like, I would call this like a badass rose fragrance. It's very, very unique. It's like a powdery rose. There's honey in this fragrance, so I definitely get a sweetness, like a definite sweetness, and a powdery rose with aldehydes. There are aldehydes in this fragrance, and I think I've told you guys before, but I'm quite fussy when it comes to aldehydes. I don't love them in every fragrance. For instance, Chanel No. 5, I do struggle to like enjoy that fragrance fully. The aldehydes in here are so beautiful and very unique. Like, I can't even explain how this smells. It's very, very unique. And this fragrance, the nose behind this fragrance is Francis Kurkdjian, and I adore almost every single creation of Francis Kurkdjian. I absolutely adore him, and he is the nose behind this fragrance, which I'm not surprised because I fell in love with it straight away. Powdery rose, it's sweet. It's not like a syrupy sweet, it's like, I can't even explain, like I said, how it smells. And there's definitely aldehydes in there. Like, I can definitely smell them. It's not too overpowering or too pungent. But this, like I said, is a badass fragrance. This is for a little bit more of a daring woman, for sure. Like, I don't see this being like a classic that most women are going to love. This is something for a person that is a little bit more unique, very confident in herself. That is this fragrance. So Rose Barbare from Guerlain, you guys have to check it out, especially if you are a rose fan. This is a must-have. If you like rose, you absolutely need this in your collection. Also, if you're a fan of Guerlain, obviously. I have two fragrances, not four, two, from Serge Lutens, which I'm a big fan of the house of Serge Lutens, and I would say if you're just getting into niche fragrances and you kind of want to start exploring the niche world and just kind of delving in, Serge Lutens is like one of the best places to start in my personal opinion, because they have such a huge range, and I know for a fact that you will 100% find something in there that you like. And to me, a lot of the fragrances are quite simple. They definitely have some really complex fragrances there in their line, but a lot of them are quite easy to understand, which I really love about the house. They're like quality fragrances that aren't too crazy and out of the box. So Datura Noir. This is beautiful. Like, this fragrance, you guys, is absolutely a beautiful fragrance, and it features one of my favorite notes, which, can you guys guess what it is? This fragrance features heavily the note of tuberose, which I know a lot of you guys also love tuberose. I adore tuberose. I think it's such a feminine, sensual, white flower, and it makes me feel very feminine and very beautiful when I wear it. And this is a stunning tuberose fragrance that isn't too overpowering. I would say like Robert Piguet's Fracas is like the biggest of biggest tuberose fragrances ever, and it can be a little bit much if you're not used to the note, which I am, and I love that fragrance, but it can be a bit much. To me, this one is definitely tuberose, but it's a little bit more balanced. It is tuberose, it is like a bitter almond note, like I definitely get this bitter almond note. It's heliotrope. I think there's coconut in here as well. It's definitely got a little bit of a coconutty vibe in there in the background, like a bit of an exotic, tropical kind of vibe to this scent. I would say, like I was actually thinking about this the other day when I got it, if you replaced Jasmine's Marzipan's Jasmine with Tuberose, this is what it would smell like. Because to me personally, there is a certain cleanness to this fragrance. It doesn't smell, like I said, it doesn't smell too sweet. It's not syrupy, it's nothing like that. It is a very tuberose prominent scent without being too much. So Serge Lutens de Tour Noir, absolutely adore it. And if you are a tuberose fan, you need to get this fragrance. And I actually love, like I know a lot of people hate the new packaging, but I actually love the new Serge Lutens packaging. It feels very sturdy and I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so then the other one that I got is Santal Majuscule. This is sandalwood heaven. Like straight up, if you like sandalwood, you gotta get this fragrance. It is sandalwood, smooth heaven. There is cacao, there's rose, there's sandalwood. There's a real dustiness to this fragrance, like a dusty old book smell, sort of. Yeah, like a dusty library or something like that. There's a definite like dusty kind of feeling to this scent. That mixture of the sandalwood with the cacao is really making this woody dustiness, which I absolutely love. And there's rose in here as well, but the rose to me, I definitely smell it, but it's not like a super prominent rose fragrance like the Guerlain's rose. It's not like that at all. It's more of a sandalwood scent with that beautiful dusty cacao note. So Santal Majuscule from Serge Lutens. I actually recommend this to everyone, men, women, whoever. Obviously we don't need to go through this, but fragrance is unisex. But to me, I think that this would smell amazing on a man, like especially, but it's an incredible fragrance. You gotta check it out. If you like sandalwood, like I said, like woody sandalwood, dusty, unique scents, this is your girl. The last two fragrances that I have here are probably my favorite fragrances in this haul, along with the Guerlain. These two fragrances I have wanted forever. Like I have been waiting for these fragrances for like 2 years. And when I say that, I mean it 100%. I have wanted these two fragrances forever and I'm so happy to have them in my hand. Cannot wait to show you guys what fragrances I have and to talk about them and to hopefully encourage you guys to go and smell them because wow, like absolutely wow. Let me just get along with it. So the fragrance that I have here is from Micallef. And this fragrance is Ylang. This is the same fragrance as Ylang in Gold, but it just has a different liquid, like the color. It's not that gold shimmery liquid. This is just the original one. So let me pop this bad boy open. Imagine if it like came out and broke. I think I would cry, like no joke. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god is very necessary right now to explain this scent. First of all, look at that presentazione. That is absolutely stunning. But the fragrance inside definitely matches this bottle. It's elegant, it's beautiful, it's classy. It is everything that I wanted this fragrance to be. Like I'm not even exaggerating. This fragrance is everything that I wanted it to be and more. If I could pair the word beautiful to a fragrance, this is it right here. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances that I've smelled. Feminine, beautiful, delicate, smooth, sensual, creamy, incredible. It has vanilla, it has fruity notes, but trust me, like I said, I am not a fruity girl whatsoever, but the fruit in here is very mellow. Like it's a very soft fruitiness, like maybe like a fuzzy peach or something like that. And it's also got ylang, obviously, and coconut. Coconut is what, in my opinion, gives it kind of like an exotic smell. There's a little bit of like this exotic French Riviera vibes to this fragrance, and it's just insanely beautiful, like I said. This is definitely up there with Delina and Oud Bouquet. I would probably say at this current moment in time, Delina and ylang are my two favorite scents ever. And I'm just so happy to have this in my collection. This, to me, would be what I would want to wear on my wedding day. Definitely. This is something that I want people to remember me by. If I was rich, this would be my signature. Like, that's how much I love this scent. So, Ylang from Micallef. Please, guys, check it out. It is, hands down, one of the best fragrances that I've smelled for a woman. It just smells like... It just smells the way that it looks. If you could imagine a scent again that's in this bottle, it's definitely in there. I can't wait to start just wearing it and wearing through it, because you know what? Delina is getting worn. Like, she is down to like a quarter left in my Delina. I wear it way too much, so now I can swap it out and wear some ylang, because that is beautiful and I want people to know me by that scent. Okay, the last scent. The last fragrance that I have in this haul, again, is one that I have wanted. I'm not even gonna say it. I've just wanted this scent forever and ever and ever and ever, and every time somebody explained it or described the way that it smelled, I would literally cry because I couldn't smell it. But I could smell it in my head, but I couldn't actually smell it. And it made me very sad. This fragrance is from Serge. This is my first Serge fragrance, which, guys, I want to get so many from the house of Serge. Like, I literally have a list, a giant ass wish list of Serge fragrances. I would be so poor, but I really want them. And the fragrance that I have here is from their Casamarati line, and it is called Lyra. First of all, Serge packaging is sickening. It's very like old school medieval times, in my opinion. This is easily one of my favorite gourmands now in my collection. It's edible, it's delicious, it's smooth, it's gourmand done right. And I know this fragrance is incredibly expensive, I'm aware of that, but if you're a gourmand lover, you have definitely got to get this one in your collection. Lyra from Serge is caramel and vanilla and a beautiful burst of orange in the opening. Like, when you first spray it on, you're probably going to be like, whoa, this is like a real orangey, like zesty scent. But as soon as it starts to dry down, it just turns into like vanilla and caramel cake on your skin. You want to lick your skin. I've never been so close to literally like licking my skin when I was wearing this. Like, I was literally so close to just taking a little taste, which would not be good. But Lyra is absolutely incredible. Like I said, I recommend it 100% to gourmand lovers. If you do love a good gourmand, you'll definitely love this one. Beautiful orange in the opening, dries down to vanilla caramel cake. How good can you get? It's just an amazing scent. These three right here, you see them, recognize them. They are going to be in a lot of my videos because I adore them that much. So I adore all of them in here, but guys, these are 3 fragrances that you have to check out. This is a stunner, and I recommend it to every single woman in the entire world if you want to smell beautiful. This is it. The rose in the middle, if you like rose, you do definitely have to be into rose 100% because it's very rose, it's very powdery, aldehydic, sweet. It's a very unique scent. And then Lyra is for the gourmand girls out there. So I also feel like if you like gourmands, you probably like this one as well because it's very vanillic. But anyways, those were my 3 favorites from the haul. So that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out feelingsexy.com.au. You guys know how much I love them, and I would never in my entire life, I'm a very honest person, I'm very authentic, and I tell it like it is, so I would never in my entire life promote a scam or promote a bad website, promote a dodgy website that was just going to take your money. I would never do that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend feelingsexy.com.au, and I cannot wait for them to be international so all of you guys can have access to them. So thank you so much for watching. I will link all the fragrances down below, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!